The first time Daniel Hale saw the Giantess, she was standing on a metal platform under the bright lights of the Helion trade hub. Her wrists were locked in huge magnetic cuffs. Her ankles were bound with thick, glowing restraints that hummed softly. Even chained, she towered over every creature in the room. Her skin was pale stone blue, marked with scars like faint white lines across her arms and shoulders. Her long silver hair was tied in a tight braid that fell to her waist. But what caught Daniel's attention most were her eyes. They were tired, exhausted even, but not broken. Not yet. The auction hall was filled with alien traders, each shouting, bargaining, trying to buy or sell living beings like tools. It made Daniel sick, but he had come here with a mission. He was a cargo pilot, but today he needed to find anyone, who could help him haul heavy mineral ore from the asteroid belts for his struggling business. He didn't want to buy a person. He didn't believe in owning people. But he needed someone who might willingly work with him later. He had not expected to see her. The announcer's voice echoed across the room. Lot 47, a captured Garathian giantess. Height, 11 feet. Strength level, Class 6. Combat training incomplete, but responsive. Obedience rating pending. Starting bid, 2,000 credits. A wave of whispers spread through the crowd. Garathians were rare. Their homeworld had been destroyed in a war decades ago. A few survived, scattered across the galaxy, often captured, sold, or used for labor. They were considered too dangerous by some, too valuable by others. The giantess kept her head lowered, refusing to look at anyone. Her hands trembled, but not from fear. Daniel noticed the signs of exhaustion. Barely healed wounds along her arms, bruises under the restraints. She looked like she had been fighting for a long time and had finally run out of strength. A large reptilian trader stepped forward. 5,000 credits, he hissed. A roar of approval spread through the hall. Someone else shouted, 5,200. Then another yelled, 6,000. The bids climbed quickly. Daniel stood still, watching her. Something in him stirred, a feeling he didn't expect. Protectiveness. She looked lost, like someone who had no home left, no hope, no reason to keep fighting. Just like him, years ago. He stepped closer, weaving through the crowd until he stood near the front. The giantess looked at him once, just a quick glance, and then looked away again. The announcer raised a hand. Going once, going twice. Daniel's voice cut through the noise. 6,200. The room fell quiet. Every eye snapped toward him. A human. A small, ordinary human. Daring to bid. The reptilian trader turned and snarled. He cannot pay that. He's a nobody. Daniel lifted his wrist chip. I can pay. And I did. The announcer scanned it and nodded. Bid accepted. The crowd erupted again with shouts of anger or frustration. But no one raised the bid higher. The reptilian trader growled and stormed out of the hall. The announcer slammed his hand down. Sold. And just like that, the giantess was his. Not as a possession. Daniel refused to think that way, but as someone he now had responsibility for. The beginning of an unexpected bond. As the crowd dispersed, 2 guards led the giantess down from the platform. She walked stiffly, each step heavy and slow, as if she had not eaten or rested properly for days. Daniel approached her carefully. Hi, he said softly. My name is Daniel. She didn't answer. She kept her eyes on the floor, on her chains, anywhere except him. The guard grunted. Be careful, human. These creatures snap necks with one hand. Daniel gently shook his head. She's not a creature. She's a person. The guard laughed as if Daniel had spoken nonsense. Daniel reached for the control tablet that deactivated her restraints, holding it where she could see. I'm going to take these off, okay? You're not my slave. You don't belong to anyone. You're free to walk." For the first time, her eyes lifted slowly to meet his. They were bright, deep violet, beautiful and filled with confusion. "You would release me?" she whispered. Her voice was soft, rough, and used. "Yes," Daniel said. "You're not property." He tapped the tablet. The magnetic cuffs clicked open and fell to the ground with a heavy thud. The ankle restraints dimmed and unlocked. She rubbed her wrists, staring at the freedom she had not felt in years. "Why?" she asked quietly. Daniel shrugged with a small smile. "Because no one should be chained." The giantess blinked slowly. She didn't smile. She didn't seem like someone who remembered how, but her shoulders relaxed. "My name is Arca," she finally said. "I am the last daughter of the Garathian high clans." Her voice trembled with exhaustion, but carried pride. Daniel nodded. "Arca, it's nice to meet you." She tilted her head. "You freed me. Do you claim me now?" The question startled him. Claim? That was a word used in harsh trading circles. "No," Daniel said firmly. "I don't claim anything. You choose what you want." Arca stared at him for a long moment, studying him like he was a strange new creature. Then very slowly she nodded. "I would like to stay with you," she said. "For now." And so their journey began. Middle, a giantess among the stars. Daniel's ship, the Wayfarer, was small and old, but clean and warm. Arca had to crouch to enter the corridor. Her head brushed the ceiling, and her shoulders barely fit through the doorway. But she said nothing, only watched everything with quiet curiosity. Daniel prepared food, a simple meal of nutrient bread and broth. Arca ate carefully, as if expecting the food to be taken away at any moment. Daniel pretended not to notice, giving her space. After eating, she finally spoke again. "You bought me, freed me, gave me food. You expect something in return?" "No," Daniel said. He leaned back in his chair. "I was hoping you'd help me with asteroid hauling, but only if you want to. I don't force people." Arca frowned. "In my world, strength demands obedience." Daniel smiled gently. "In mine, strength protects." She thought about that for a long moment. "I do not understand your ways," she said quietly, "but I will try." Over the next weeks, they worked together. Arca was incredibly strong. She could lift heavy ore containers with ease and stabilize the ship during rough docking maneuvers by pushing against bulkheads. She worked hard, always silent, always careful not to break anything. Daniel, in return, taught her about star charts, engines, and ship safety. He repaired old wounds using medical gel. He showed her how to rest without fearing sudden attacks. He never raised his voice, never touched her without asking, never made her feel small, even though she was massive. Slowly, very slowly, Arca changed. She began speaking more. She asked questions. She slept without flinching. She started humming a soft, deep sound when she worked. Daniel learned about her too. Garathians were peaceful before the war. Her people believed in honor, family, and shared strength. She lost her parents during an invasion, then fled to survive. She was captured later and sold many times before ending up in the auction where Daniel found her. "You saved me," she told him one night. They sat together near the ship's observation window, watching a nebula glowing like soft clouds in space. "You saved yourself," Daniel replied. "I just gave you a chance." She looked at him with gentle warmth that hadn't been there before. "You are small," she said, "but brave." Daniel laughed. "Thanks, I think." Arca didn't laugh, but her lips twitched. It was almost a smile of threat returns. One day, as they docked at a trade station, the reptilian trader from the auction hall appeared again, flanked by armed guards. His eyes narrowed when he saw Arca walking beside Daniel, free, unchained, and stronger than before. "So the little human thinks he owns her," the reptilian sneered. Daniel shook his head. "I don't own her." Arca stepped slightly in front of him, instinctively protecting him. The trader smirked. "She is worth far more than what you paid. I want her back." Daniel's voice was calm. "She's not for sale." The reptilian leaned closer. "She's a danger. She belongs in chains. If you will not sell, then I'll take her." His guards aimed their weapons. Arca growled, a deep, thunder-like sound that shook the air, but she didn't move. Daniel stepped forward instead. "Don't touch what's mine," he said quietly. The reptilian froze. The guards hesitated, and Arca stared at Daniel in shock. Not because he said she was his, but because he said it with protection, not possession. Daniel continued, "She is my crew, my partner. She chooses where she goes, and she chooses to walk with me." Arca straightened, towering above everyone. Her violet eyes glowed with strength. "She speaks the truth," she rumbled, her voice powerful and clear. "I walk with Daniel Hale. Who challenges this?" The reptilian trader stepped back, fear in his eyes. His guards lowered their weapons. "No trouble," the trader hissed, backing away. "Keep your pet." Arca snarled, "I am not a pet." The trader fled. Daniel sighed in relief. That was close. Arca turned to him, her expression confused. "You said, 'I am yours,' but you also said, 'I choose.' Why both?" Daniel shrugged. "Because you are mine to protect, not to own. You chose to stay. I choose to stand with you." Arca stared at him for a long moment. Then she knelt down so her eyes were level with his. "You are strange, Daniel Hale," she said softly. "Strange but good." For the first time, she smiled. A real smile. Ending a new future together. Life changed after that. Word spread about the human and his giantess partner who worked side by side in the asteroid belts. Other workers respected them. Some feared them, but no one threatened them again. Arca grew stronger, healthier, happier. She painted symbols of her lost clan on the ship walls. She learned how to cook simple meals and teased Daniel about his messy hair. She no longer curled up in fear when alarms rang. She no longer checked doors for chains. Daniel, in turn, found something he didn't expect, a friend. A true friend who would always have his back. Someone who made him feel less alone in the vast emptiness of space. One quiet night, as they drifted near a glowing nebula, Arca spoke again. "Daniel Hale," she murmured. "I have a question. Go ahead. Will you walk with me? Wherever the stars lead." Daniel smiled. "Always." Arca nodded, her expression soft. "Then I will protect you, and you will guide me. That is our bond." And in the silent glow of the nebula, a human and a giantess, two lost souls from different worlds, found hope together. Their stories spread across the stars. Not of a slave and a master. Not of a monster and a human, but of two friends who chose each other in a galaxy that had tried to take everything from them. And together, they built a future where neither would ever stand alone again.